Splits to the right-hand side. She got touched. Good pass out in front for Sullivan, who was sitting on the far post, and she sends it home for a 1-0 lead for the Skyhawks. Yellow Jackets gave up 32 in the combined opponents, but hit right back for a score in front. Nice move in front on the shake and bake and a score. It was Michaela DeManch who spun by the senior. Both goalies played for the Skyhawks again, each making 8 saves against the Greyhounds. Skyhawks trying to even it up with a bounce shot, and they score. Shannon Hughes with her 5th goal of the year. The sophomore ties things back up at 2. Now down to Wheaton. Wheaton back out in front for Sullivan, and she scores. Those two hook up for the 2nd time in the first 3 Skyhawks goals. Stonehill 1 for 2. Hughes to the net. 5-hole scores. Shannon Hughes with her 2nd of the game, including the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country, Lemoyne and Adelphi. Skyhawks will see Lemoyne coming up this weekend. Grant makes a good hip save there. Got 8 total since. In front, Wheaton was open, trying to get that shot off, and she sneaks it around Davis and scores. Ian Healy, but she missed wide. D'Agostino running out of room. Back in front, quick sticked into the back of the net. It was Wheaton who caught it and released immediately. And her 4th point, 2 goals, 2 assists. It is 6-2 Stonehill. Now for the team in black. DeManch from straight ahead, barrels in, and she scores. We'll have another free position look. Had an awkward release last time. Tries it again, and a bullet just underneath the bar as she fires it home. The Skyhawks extend the lead back out to 7-3. Skyhawks hanging on to a 4-goal lead. Trying to keep it that way, heading into the break. In front, open space, score. 2 of the draw controls at the end of the first half here perhaps have figured out the answer in the circle. Trying to get 2 straight goals, and they do. It's DeManch again with back-to-back scores in the first 30 minutes, but all 3 cards were against Skyhawks, and Wheaton scores another one. Wheaton with a turn and shoot for her 4th goal of the game. DeManch had to go through her stick, passes against the grain in the direction she came from, and tumbling down and scoring is Levitt. To the middle for Hughes, in on the backup. Skyhawks trying to back away with it. Sullivan going to run out of time here. Hughes in front. Wheaton turns. Save Davis. Leading scorer for the Skyhawks in that game. Here is Healy. Scores. And Sullivan. Here is Fressel. Switches to the left hand, and she scores. Great individual effort from Fressel on the split dodge. Got inside and sneaks it up and over Davis. Skyhawks, at least 2-in-1 job, killing off time. Back in front for Hughes, and a good release to beat Davis. And Stonehill stops a long drought from both sides. Jackets get an important draw control. I've had a few after Stonehill goals, and they get another one. Stonehill at 82.5% on clears coming into this afternoon. Hughes in front, buries another one. difficult ones on 6 shots faced. Giving up 2. Stonehill gives it away. Point blank chance now, and they score. Transition goal for Devin Coulter. Here's Sullivan. And Wheaton. Stonehill clumps it up, gets it in front. Hughes from Wheaton. And a score, 13-8. On their way to being 1-1 in the conference. O'Brien gets another ground ball. She wants to get it to the net. She cuts in front, bounces it home. Good individual effort. And now Fressel on the far side. Zigging and zagging, drawing 2 jackets, finding Sullivan. Swung down low. Wheaton got around the goaltender, and she scores. As the Skyhawks bounce back from a loss at Assumption and get their first NE10 win, 4th overall this season, today by a final score of 14-9.